Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UTSA's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Finds his man down the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. So the Memphis Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Henderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Fourth and short, ball right at midfield. Really don't have a lot to lose by not going for it there, and they're able to cash in.
No, 100% of the time you're going for this. If you're not, you're probably not a guy that likes to win. So if you want to continue to punt these situations, you're probably going to continue to lose.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
With the catch, it's Henderson. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. A great catch and run for 6.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On target to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The inside handoff. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Roadrunners will boot it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The give to the right. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every...